children are born, they introduce us to the parallel universe of parenthood, a world that has always existed but is invisible to those without children. But as moms and dads are swallowed deeper and deeper into the parental experience, they enter and become intimately acquainted with a fresh, bustling, and dynamic new space filled with activity and noise, lots of noise, and color. It's the world of children. Children, by their needs and their very nature, bring their parents to new places, and along the way, they also introduce them to many new friends. There's a comfort in sharing experiences with people who are going through the same chaos and challenges that you are going through. These people become your friends, and many of these new friendships, germinated during the formative years of your young family, endure forever. We raise our children together with these other families and frequently find ourselves spending the rest of our lives intimately intertwined with them. This is a good thing. Humans were never meant to raise children alone, since by our nature we are social creatures. We really do need each other. And here I am talking about a larger, more expansive each other, like the extended family and a supportive society, to do the job well. Sharing and commiserating with others who are equally exhausted from colicky and sick babies binds us with these individuals, with bonds that are strong and secure. For many in our modern Western culture, however, intimacy and close interaction with the larger community is not the norm. We live our lives behind gates and doors and hedges that cut us off from our neighbors, and thus we create a cultural independence that was never meant to be. As John Medina, Ph.D., put it in his book, Brain Rules for Baby, modern society does its level best to shred deep social connections. Children help us break through these barriers and link us back to the community. So embrace this opportunity to connect and allow these new parent friends into your life. In doing so, you will find that they will become part of the matrix you established to help navigate the beautiful new universe of parenthood. Raising children is incredibly rewarding when experienced alongside others swimming in the same waters. Some of the dearest relationships my wife and I still value today were forged years ago during those early parenting days. Nobody ever before asked the nuclear family to live all by itself in a box the way we do. With no relatives, no support, we've put the family in an impossible situation. Margaret Mead. Harrison and Pam. This is how things happened with our friends Harrison and Pam, whom we met at our small church in Santa Monica. Leslie and I already had our first son, Josh, when we met Pam, who was then pregnant with their first son, and Harrison, a young aspiring attorney. Shortly after our introduction, they had their first son, Daniel. We then added a girl, our daughter Noelle, to the family. They soon followed and had a little girl named Lauren. Then we had yet another girl named Sarah. And guess what? They went out and had another girl too, whom they named Lindsay. We were still even, 3-3. But it didn't stop there. We then had our second boy, whom we named Peter. Not long after, they had their second boy, a sweet fellow named Clayton. Then we added yet another beautiful daughter, Emily Rose, who was our fifth child. It was like dueling banjos. Not to be outdone, they had their fifth child, a daughter whom they named Stephanie. Finally, we had our sixth and final baby, a cherubic little girl named Hannah Joy. But not to let the Hamiltons outdo them, Harrison and Pam had their sixth and final baby, another lovely girl named Kate. 6-6. Boy, girl, girl, boy, girl, girl, in that order for each family. We were even, and lest the contest continue into eternity, we agreed to a tie. Our families were symmetric, but it was enough to make people dizzy. Between our two families, we had 12 kids. So when we went places together, we usually took over the place. We matched perfectly, and for the most part, so did our children. This highly unique and fun coincidence led to a deep and enduring bond between our families. Through the years, we vacationed together, attended countless events together, and confided with Harrison and Pam the worries and challenges we faced as parents raising 6 kids. Of all the people in the world, they understood the challenge. When our children had their birthday parties,